My name is Darren. I'm a dad, airline pilot, husband of a scientist, and today I passed my maneuvers validation on the 777 at a major airline. And some people are interested in what happened at a major airline for a check ride, so I figured I should discuss it. This is done in a simulator with a captain and a check pilot watching the two of us. There's no teaching involved. The check pilot is just telling us what he wants to see. So this is all done in Seattle. Why? Because they chose Seattle. First, we did a before takeoff checklist, very minimal. And the captain did the first takeoff, normal gusty wind takeoff. There's always a 90-degree crosswind in every single landing, except for like one auto land, I think. We did a normal takeoff. We did a normal departure. We got some reroutes. We had to see the captain could operate the computer on board for rerouting purposes. And then that was it. It was called spots. After that, we were flying around and got a hydraulic failure, a left and center and right hydraulic failure. We had 3 hydraulic systems on board the 777. So that took a while to work through that hydraulic failure, secure the airplane, discuss what we're going to do. Then we came back and we did a RNAV approach to runway 16 center into Seattle because it was the only runway open at the time. Came in, had to do a go around. Zapped back out, stopped, and then given our final, and then they cleared the weather up, and he did a visual approach to landing with windy, still having gust. And that one he landed. Then he did a very minimal takeoff, a 600 RVR takeoff, very low visibility. Was still gusty wind somehow, gusty and low visibility. Anyways, it's never good in a sim when you have low visibility on takeoff, because that's when you lose an engine. Nothing good happens at half-mile visibility or less. So, sure enough, he lost an engine. It just quit. We hit birds, it just quit. Climbed up, secured the engine, ran the checklist, came back for a single engine ILS, and he had to go miss approach. Because we got down there, we couldn't see anything. I made my right call out, no contact. We did the go around. They stopped us, put us back out on final, came in, and he landed. And he had to do that hand flown from the final approach fix inbound. After that, then he set us up back on the runway again and said, "Darren, it's your takeoff." I said, "My takeoff? I had to use the restroom really bad." I'm like, we're supposed to have a break before I fly. I was totally not thinking that he told us what's going to happen, right? So I got the plane all ready for takeoff, and here I am going down the runway. And then sure enough, we had an engine fire. No, a cargo fire. Engine? No, engine. It was engine fire. Big engine fire on the wing. Captain did a high-speed reject, and we had to go through the whole maneuver of fighting the fire on the engine. And then the fire trucks came up and said, the whole right side of the plane is engulfed in flames and it's spreading. So we stopped what we were doing and did a full evacuation checklist. And that brought us to a break. We had a very short break. Hop back in the plane. My turn. I did a normal takeoff with the gusty winds. And I did the same thing the captain did. Climb out, rerouting, programmed the FMS, came back, and then we did a 2-engine ILS. I had to go around. And then on the go around, we had a flight control failure. What did we have? Oh, my stabilizer went out. Stabilizer went out entirely. I could still use it, but it was much slower than normal. So we had to fight. We had to go through that whole checklist, right? Vectors for a localizer approach to runway 16 center. Came in, couldn't see the runway, go around. Big surprise. Came back around, cleared up, landed. Then we did a low visibility takeoff. Nothing good happened at 1600 RVR. Now, at my airline, the captain can do, if it's less than 1600 RVR, meaning we can see 1600 feet down the runway, it's a captain only takeoff. At my old airline, I can do a 666 takeoff. But here, whatever it is fine, whatever. But of course, what happens? I lost an engine on takeoff. Very benign on 777. I can't tell you how easy this plane is to fly. Climbed out, secured the engine, came back around. Single engine ILS, surprise, surprise, hand flown from the final approach fix inbound. Made a great landing. If I do say so myself. Once we landed, it zapped us out back out on a 6-mile final right before the final approach fix. Everything was fixed, and we did a Cat 3 auto land. Now, on an auto land approach, the captain's flying, I'm pilot monitoring. My eyes are inside the entire approach, and I'm looking for any reason to tell the captain to go around. It was fine until we got on the runway about below 80 knots, and then the localizer beam went sideways and had to not yell, but announce center line. telling the captain to turn all pilot off and shoot the plane onto the runway. And that was it. We were done. We finished early. And the check airman, I don't know, I would like to think I'm pretty good. But he did say we were one of the better crews he's had in his 26 years of doing this. The captain and I have a great rapport. This is the first time I've ever gone through a training event on an airplane and had a really good rapport with the captain. Most times just some other guy. One time it was a woman, but we're just going through the motions, not much talking. We're not really interacting very much. We're just doing our thing, whatever. But whatever reason, me and his captain get along really well. He's been here 30 plus years, very different in seniority. But we had a good rapport, and we back each other up as we always do. But we also if I made a mistake, then he called me out on it, and vice versa. Now, was my check ride perfect? No. I forgot to mention this. On my single engine go around, no. On my very first go around, 2-engine, I said, go around toga flaps 5. The captain said, flaps 20. I went, flaps 20. On 2 engines on the 777, it is go around toga flaps 20, not 5. That was my mistake. I have never had a perfect check ride in my entire career, including this one. But yeah, that is a mainline check ride on the 777. It sounds like there wasn't much involved, but there is a lot involved. I do have 2 more events, and I should make videos about those as well. Tomorrow's a training kind of event. Called a loft, and then the next day is an LOE. I get a break, and then I do some classroom stuff. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's very long. Have a great day, and as always, thank you for stopping by.